Hi, welcome everybody to today's video talk show. And my guest today is Famila, and here we are going to talk about the success that Famila got with right after Healthathon. She is one of our Healthathon achievers, and I wanted to bring her story in front of all our community members so you can hear, listen, and learn from Famila. So, Famila, welcome once again, and a big congratulations to you, Famila, on your achievement through the Healthathon.
Thank you, Ruma.
And Famila is from Mumbai. Famila works for Cipla. She lives with a husband, daughter. She has a daughter, 20 years old, and a 17-year-old son. She lives in a joint family, and
Sorry, Ruma, both daughters.
both daughters. I'm
Both
so
daughters.
sorry. Thanks so much for correcting, Famila. So daughters, wonderful. You have Lakshmis in the house, Famila.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, great. And Famila is working and lives in a joint family. So that is about Famila. And Famila, with that, I wish to ask you, Famila, just tell us a little bit about your journey before you joined the starter kit and after the starter kit. Just tell us everything about yourself.
Sure. So the basic aim of my joining this hackathon was actually I was just browsing the Facebook and I just came across and it mentioned it's for 40 plus women. So I said nothing like that. Let me just have a check. And I really don't know how I would progress on this thing, but I said, let me just have a check on this. And that's how I joined this program. So basically on the health issue, I have thyroid, hypothyroid, and my weight started increasing only since last year. So I'm not sure whether it was my daughter's baking skills and I kept on eating the cake that she baked. So maybe because of that. And also I am in my menopause now. And so I just realized that my weight shooted up 5 kgs. So which was never me. My weight was always stagnant and it was always 59 or 58, but nothing more than that. And then I realized I'm 64. I need to do something to myself because in the lockdown, sitting at home, you just can't keep yourself comfortable on this. And mind you, I always did my exercise, but my weight never reduced. So I said, okay, let me give a try to this one. And I was also of the opinion that I am never going to follow any diet. I am into exercise and I'll do whatsoever, but I will never diet. This was my motto in my life. So whenever my friends talked about being going on diet and all, I said I can never do this diet. But I'm actually surprised to myself that I am on this journey of having healthy food. Yeah, so that's how I think my journey is began with Navite, and all credit to Navite, for changing me, for changing my opinion about healthy life.
Wow, that's such a sweet one to say, Famila. So, Famila, when did you join? When did you
So I
start?
joined in the last, yeah, I joined in the last week of July, and I couldn't do much is because again, post that 1 week I had to go on vacation, and being on vacation, so I was eating all the rice and whatever was served, the tea, the coffee, and only it's only after I came back after a week I then started following as per your schedule, and I can see that change in myself now. And I was a person who would, the moment I get up, have a glass of water, of course, my thyroid pill, and then have a cup of tea. The tea was something to waken me up. Yeah. So I could never let go of tea. But today I'm so proud to tell that I have given up on tea. I've given up on rice. Rice also, being coming from Mangalore, rice is the most liked food by us, and something to go with the fish curry, the mutton curry. So it was not very easy for me to give up on
Yeah.
rice as well. But today, yes, I have given up completely on tea and rice.
All right, all right. And how do you feel, Famila? Giving up is not an easy thing, right? And you have been
Yes.
able to do that. How do you feel about that?
Well, I just kept the motto in my mind, if I have to gain something, I have to do something. And the saying is so apt, no pain without gain. I mean, no gain without pain. So, yes, So, I always kept reminding myself, if I have to achieve something, I have to let go of something. And that's how kept me on. And having a positive attitude. And I must mention the 7 minutes meditation, what you mentioned, to keep thinking about your goal. And I think this has helped me a lot.
All right, all right. So the one thing that I suggest to everyone to do that 7 minute of meditation to center yourself in. You're saying that has worked for you.
Yeah,
Wonderful. So
initially, yes, I'm not the meditation type person.
I
So
remember
I
you
was
telling me
like,
that.
yeah, yeah. So then I said, okay, let me do it. Let me try it. And yes, I did that for a month or so, and it has really helped me.
Wonderful, wonderful. So nice to hear that. So Famila, I see that you've been a little more, approximately 2 months, little less than two
Yes.
months since you've been following all the the habits of the starter kit. Um, how what has been your achievement so far after 2 months? Where you were to where you are now. Where do you see yourself now? How far have
Yeah.
you come?
So as I said, I was at 64. My weight was 64, and today I am 59.
Excellent,
Yes,
excellent.
yes.
Five
So
kgs
I
in
am
2 months.
equally amazed. I'm equally amazed with myself that how I managed it. And I mean, I never thought that I would lose this weight. Of course, I had my goal when you had mentioned that, mention what is your goal. I had mentioned by October I would lose 4 kgs.
Mhm.
But I'm so surprised that this happened in September itself. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
So
So you have basically exceeded your own expectations and your own goal that you
yes,
set
yes,
for yourself. And
yes.
that is amazing to know. Oftentimes we set very less goals for ourselves. And what I also feel is that it may be counterproductive because in this journey,
Yeah.
as if you remember some of our conversation, in this journey, if we take it too slow, it can become extremely slow. So there has to be a proper momentum. That momentum needs to be followed. And I'm so glad that you were able to 2 months, less than 2 months, 5 kgs is an enormous progress. So congratulations on that, Famila. Now, other than weight, what other benefits have you experienced in yourself or with people around you?
Yeah, so first of all, I've started eating healthy food. Yeah, including the sprouts. I was a person who never liked sprouts, who never liked pulses. So my husband used to always tell me, you don't eat, why don't you cook for us? But that is a task of cooking two different things. I always avoided. But today, yes. So he's also happy that, oh, good that I've joined this program and he too can have his sprouts. Yeah, so that is one basic thing. I've started eating healthy food, and I've been conscious of what I'm eating and what I should avoid eating, especially having a sweet tooth. And it is very difficult for me to give up on dessert. But today, yes, I can proudly say that I can stop myself, bringing to mind as to what I have to achieve in life. Yeah, and it has helped me feel lighter, energetic, and being positive.
Yeah. All right. That's excellent. So when you feel good inside, it's not just health. When you feel good inside, it kind of brings it all together. And Famila, one of the important things that you mentioned was hypothyroidism. Many women suffer
Yes.
from hypothyroidism, and with hypothyroidism makes it difficult for women to lose weight. Being above the age of 40 makes it even more difficult to lose weight.
Yes.
But with all of that, given all of those conditions that were working against you, you have been able to achieve a 5 kgs of weight loss and feeling energetic, feeling happier inside. Uh, that is amazing. So I'm so marveled at you and being inspired by you as well, Pamela.
I need to mention this as well. My daughters kept on telling me, Mama, you're exercising so much, but you're not losing any weight. So, because I keep on telling them, you should exercise, you should exercise. So they say, when you are exercising, you're not losing any weight. So, what is it going benefiting you by doing so much of exercise? But today, I'm sure they will not tell me, but within them, they will feel that, Mama was right.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you also mentioned that prior to this, you were always a person who exercised, and just with exercising, you were not getting any benefits. So what do you think was different that you what did you add or what did you do different that along with exercising that started working for you?
The difference was only having healthy food, Roma, as mentioned, as per your schedule. I just went by your schedule, having healthy food, and that has been a great change for me because, otherwise I used to just hop on the junk food, anything that I see around. And being at home, if you have to work from home and you know how it is, then if you start feeling hungry, you just binge upon whatever is available. So I have stopped that consciously and have been eating nutrition.
Wonderful, Famila, wonderful. Now, can you also tell me, Famila, how difficult, did you face any difficulty? Did you face any challenges in following, some of the teachings that are there as part of the entire Women's Health Mastery program?
Not actually, but having said that, being in the joint family, so it was difficult to adjust to the food that I have to eat,
Yeah.
Many a times it was difficult. So that was only one area which I found difficult, but otherwise it's been a smooth journey for me.
All right. And how did you overcome that? Please share that with us, Famila, because a lot of us live in joint family and we would love to hear your tips on that.
Yeah, so initially I was finding it difficult, like whatever food was cooked. But then I started telling myself, if I have to do that, I have to communicate to people. And then, of course, I told that to my spouse that I can't be eating what you all are eating now. And then, so the best part was, of course, my mother-in-law used to cook only in the morning, I used to cook. So she used to cook their part, and I used to manage to cook my part. So there was no,
I see.
yeah, so both sides were happy, and I was equally happy managing myself.
Okay, okay, that's great, Pamela. And what I also noticed is that during the healthathon itself, you made quite a big progress. How did the healthathon help you towards your goals?
As Ruma, you mentioned that we need to do segregate our exercises like 2 days strengthening exercises, 2 days cardio. So I wasn't doing that. This was a basically eye opener for me, and I have started following this routine now of having a break for 2 days flexibility, 2 days strengthening, and 2 days cardio. So I believe that has also helped me a lot, but I would give the credit to the healthy lifestyle that I've been following, the nutritions that are coming from it. I super enjoyed it, and you won't believe I've been telling this to my sisters also now, and I'm waiting to tell this to my friends when we meet, about Navite, how it has helped me.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. It would be great to work with more and more women and change their lives, Pamela.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yes, absolutely. Now, Pamela, oftentimes in this journey, what I hear from women is, will I be able to do it? I don't have commitment. I don't have motivation. This is something that we commonly hear from people, right?
Yes.
What is your take on that?
My take is you have to be determined to yourself. You have to be optimistic, and then is the time that you can achieve whatever you think of.
Do you think this is doable by anyone, Pamela? What you are
Yes.
doing, is this doable, or do you think it is very difficult to implement? What is your
Absolutely doable. I came, I joined this with, as I said, you that nothing was on my mind, that I'm going to continue or something like that. But the way you spoke, the way you made us comfortable on this journey, and especially the program is designed for 40 plus and above. So, as and when I started listening to you, to your videos, and it really helped me to say, no, if it is doable for so many other women, why not me? And that is how I kept myself thinking in those lines and determined with full determination that I can do it.
wonderful, wonderful. So determination is the key for you. That's amazing. I think, you said it right, Pamela, because without determination, nothing works, right? Whether we have
Yes.
to improve our relationship, whether we have to excel at our workplace, determination is the basic, right? And the more determination we have, we also expand as human beings. It's not just for health, it is needed for
Yes.
anywhere. So people who show determination in one area, say you show determination in the area of health, that is your characteristic trait, and you take it to other areas as well, you will equally show, you will equally shine and succeed like you're doing here. You will succeed in
Thank
those
you.
areas as well.
Thank
Great,
you.
great, Famila. And the other thing I wanted to understand from you, how does, how does the community feeling, how does this healthathon, did it impact your motivation in any way, being around women who are trying to work towards a certain goal? How did that work, or how did that not work for you? What did you feel about the healthathon, the 6 weeks healthathon that we went to?
Yeah, so the WhatsApp group that we have, Roma, we keep motivating each other on the group, so that I believe that really helps, by sharing the pics or, or whatever query is shared, we just hop on and whoever is available gives their takeaway to it. And I'm sure this helps a lot.
Wonderful, wonderful, great. Yes, community. Sometimes we feel lonely. And then when we have a community around us, we know that every one of us, Famila, yours and mine challenges are almost the same.
You won't believe, Ruma, when I joined and I heard to your personal story, I was like, I just put myself in you and I was like, oh, we are on the same boat.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, we all have our challenges. There are few things, because this is my area of expertise, I can help you with. Whatever is your area of expertise, you can help me with. And that makes it, being in a group, much more, for me, it's, it's for me also, it's a learning journey. No problem. So, Famila, the question was, if there is one takeaway, one message for women above the age of 40 or women in our community, what would that be, Famila?
Well, my message is try, and don't cry. And there's no gain without pain. So be optimistic and move on.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, Famila. And it was a very energizing session. Thank you for sharing all your thought processes that you went through, the challenges, the struggle, and finally you've been able to achieve the success. Congratulations to you once more. And I wish that you reach the finish line. And I'll be there.
Thank you, Ruma. Thank you, Ruma. And I hope I'm able to transform some other women as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. You are a role model for many, Famila. And I hope many of them are watching you right now and getting inspired by you.
Thank you, Ruma.